Oh, then Derek, I was just talking to Ben down there, and he just landed a fish, and I was telling the viewer that basically Maver is now into a number of carping products. We don't want to be recognised just as a match brand, and you're instrumental in the design of many of the Maver products. Would you like to tell us about a few?
Yeah, just some of the bits and bobs. What we've done is, right, this is a bit overkill for this size lake, and obviously we do smaller mats, but this is the big boy. Because I mainly fish for big fish most of the time, you want a unhooking mat which will cope with everything you can throw
So
at
a big
it,
fish,
you know what I mean?
a really safe mat that's going to do the job in
Yeah.
effect. Okay, would you like to take us through it a little bit?
Well, what I tried to do is, right, you've got the cap over the top of it, you put the old flap over, and what I've done is, down along the sides there, right, we put the Velcro along the side rather than on the top, so that when the fish starts bouncing around inside it, right, it's not pulling straight on the top so that it flies out. So what I've done is we've put the Velcro down the side of it.
Right, and in fairness, the Velcro being down the side or on the top, if the fish were to roll onto the edge of the mat, Velcro is quite an abrasive material, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I put it round the outside, but mainly on the outside to stop it pinging off if he starts jumping about inside there.
Okay.
Because you've got to look after the fish.
And what about waist-slings? You've got the mat, what about
Right.
waist-slings?
Well, we've got a couple of waist-slings. We've got our big one. We've got this one, which I will use as a waist-sling and a sack. So if you've not got everything ready, main thing is when you've got a big fish on the bank, you need your scales ready, you need a bucket of water, which we put here. We've got everything all lined up so that we haven't got to touch the fish so much, we can put it in there, weigh it, and then with this little catch on the end of it, right, you can lock him in there and just put him down in the edge if you've got to get things sorted out, like cameras and things like that. But if you have a look, you know, it's got quite a fair old size zip in it, so, and what you have to do is you must always clip it. Because sometimes if a carp gets his nose up in the front of the sack, he can push it open.
Right,
And you
so
don't want it to get out.
So that locks too.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Now we're talking about unhooking mats, we're talking about waist-slings. These are primary products to obviously look after the fish that's so important to the carp angler and the fishery, of course.
And also, you know, imagine if you caught a 30-pounder and he gets a little bit of damage to his mouth or something like that. You just need a little bit of clinic, dab it on there, and these sounders a pound.
So you're just basically saying, as a carp angler, if you love your fishing, be responsible.
Yeah, you've got to.
Absolutely.
You've got to.
Derek, the landing net you're using there as well, that's a little bit different, isn't it?
Well, what we've done with that, we've tried to slim the pole down, as you know. I know I keep on at you when we're looking at bits and pieces and trying to develop them. And I wanted a really nice slim profile handle. We put a clip on the back of it so that you can clip your net up inside, so that when you're going out to net the fish, as soon as the weight of the fish goes in there, this will come straight off. Or will it? That's it.
Good.
That's a 42-inch net. We're bringing it out with the nano mesh.
The nano mesh stopping Derek there is a new mesh that we're using in landing nets and keep nets that actually repels the water. So once it comes out of the water, the net is virtually dry straight away. Very, very fish friendly material, and with it drying as quickly as it does in fact stop the transfer of maybe some diseases from one lake to another. Very, very innovative mesh and very, very fish friendly.
Yeah, yeah. Also, when you look into the, you know, you've got a lovely block on it. We put some nice blocks together on them, and you can pull them apart quite easy. But there you go. Once you've got the fish in the net, if you want to break the net down, you break it down and bring the fish. But a lot of the fish we're catching are quite small, so we just take them straight from the net, straight onto the unhooking mat. If we got to weigh it, if it's a nice fish, if it's a small one, we probably won't bother. Then you can just unhook it, a little dab on the mouth of the clinic, and put the thing back in the water.
Okay, all about fish welfare. Thank you, Derek, that's useful. And again, I will emphasise that Maver have produced many accessories like these, so you should have a look, and he's very instrumental in all of the designs.